What's up?
Hey guys, it's me, Mackenziee, back for another week. I didn't get eliminated, so here we are. You're stuck with me. For how long? Who knows?
Hello, the Drag Ball 4. It is the 1-year anniversary of this season, and I am so happy to be nearing the end of this. So we are at the top 6, and honestly, I think this is basically who I thought would be here. Now, I know y'all are gonna need a recap because I sure did. I had to go back, rewatch the whole thing because, bitch, it's been a while. So after further review, last week was very interesting. Valentine got eliminated, which she was a front runner. Mackenziee was in the bottom, which she's a front runner, and the actual front runner won. So
Valentine tried to start some drama because she was on live or something, and then like Nova joined it. She said that she had screenshots of Nova talking shit, like what? And then she said I sent them to her. I said, I ain't no bitch like that, you know, and that's just not me. I'm not about to do that. And then she just said she didn't have screenshots. Like, what was the point? What was the point? So that was fun. I was asleep during all of it, so whatever. All the Canadian hoes are gone. Are we shocked? I feel like we kind of predicted this, you know, the divas honestly will probably be the top 4.
So last week was interesting. I feel like, what was last week? The girl group challenge? Damn, it's been so fucking long, honestly. I don't even remember. I got good critiques. Spring said I did good. Oh, Valentine decided to pull me on a live a couple months ago, maybe, and said that I was talking shit about her. She had screenshots, blah, blah, blah. And when I went off the live, Willow got on and called me a fake ass bitch. And Tianna and Mackenziee actually told me that Valentine didn't have any tea. She said that she was gonna hash it at the reunion. So instead of being mature and wanting to squash the drama, she wanted to further it. And that is not admirable. That is not what people do. And that is immature as bullshit.
Speaking of last week, the winner was Tianna. I'm so excited for her. She definitely wanted it. Definitely deserves her win too. Sadly, Miss Valentine had to leave us because she did not submit a lip sync. You know, it happens. Can't do much if you're not going to submit something to try and save yourself. So even though she was a great competitor, you know, she has a bright future ahead of her. Who knows, you might be seeing her very soon.
I'm back. Only for one episode though, not, you know.
So, Valentine, good luck on All Stars.
So, this week was the Sister Sister Challenge, and this season, Spring threw a little wrench in the fork and made us do 90s looks. So I was paired up with the winner of Season 3, Lydia Kollins, and I just find it ironic that they paired up the winner of Season 3 with the winner of Season 4. Like, Spring, you knew what you were doing.
This week, well, actually this month, technically months, plural, because it's taken a long ass time, has been a whole ordeal, challenge, whatever you want to call it. Me personally, I moved to Florida, worked a full-time job up until like 2 days before I moved to Florida, and kept my wife happy, all while being able to do this challenge. And I had to be reassigned partners. I had 3 different partners in total. The first one just didn't have time for me, even though they were constantly in drag. Second partner, I think something happened with work and then they ended up ghosting us. Don't really know. And then finally, the third partner got it done in a damn night. Valentine came through. Thank goodness.
I had so much fun this week. I was really hoping that somehow me and Ultra would end up being paired up, whether the person who won got to do the pairings or they picked us or whatever. I was just really hoping when I saw her name on the list that we would be able to pair up, because like we've been doing drag together, and like working on stuff together for years. She is actually the person who inspired me to start doing drag. I was at one of our local shows and I saw her perform, and I was so gobstruck because I had never seen like a real drag queen before in person, that I was like, oh my god, I have to do this. So like, next show, got my ass up there with no wig, and like, she was the reason I started drag, so it's kind of full circle to be able to like put her in my drag, because we've never done that before. I've never painted her before. So yeah, this week was just really exciting for me for a lot of reasons.
I did my look. Spring is yelling at me because Druzilla is taking forever. That's not an issue to take up with me. I have pushed Druzilla to do the look, and she just doesn't have time. We're adults. I'm an adult. I barely had time. I was like a month late, and I work a full-time job. I have shows. I don't like, sometimes you're just not in the headspace to create looks.
Yikes, mama. So, my partner, like, my first original, it was Mirage. I love her. I really do. And I had come up with a concept that fit the theme. It was inspiration, like, from Lady Katarina, not Katarina, Miss Continental 1995. We're gonna do her step down outfit because she had died of HIV, and that was a very present thing at the time. I wanted to be like a thing, you know, but no. When I was actually gonna buy everything, she was like, no, Diva, let's just see what we have. Like, we could have had it like done already if we just went with it. Like, come on now, come on. But whatever. Army car. So I had switched partners with Lapel. So we filmed together. We still did pageant looks because that was the height of pageants, was the 90s. Like, I don't know, I watched something, it was like there would be like up to 50 contestants. We did a little pageant look. I put her up in drag. It's cute.
I'm super proud of my look. I'm super proud of my partner. I think we absolutely killed it. My partner is Flo. Flo had to be extra. She picked me, so feel great. Like I said, I think I'm gonna win this challenge. So I'm not really worried. I've already seen everyone's looks, but I'm not really worried about anyone else. So I think I'm gonna win this week. The bottom placements, if you really want to know my opinions, I think they're gonna be Marceline and probably Thrash.
I was really excited to be able to mix two of my favorite things in the world, roller derby and drag. I skated competitively for 8 seasons, so it's been a huge part of my life, and I am just absolutely in love with the sport, and everything to do with the sport. So I was so excited that it was like 90s themed, because I got to bust out my old jersey. It was so exciting. So yeah, I did like a 90s derby girl kind of look with the Derby Sisters vibe. We're on the same team, square up, let's get on the track, bitch. Like, it was so fun, and I think it turned out really well. It might be a little simple, but I just think that it's like so cute and so fun and just sickening, and not to toot my own horn, but I think Ultra looks gorgeous. I think I did a pretty good job on her face. So I'm really excited to like share that with the world, with the audience.
So, the first thing that comes to mind whenever I think of 90s is all the awesome fucking cartoons that came from the 90s. I mean, I was a kid in the 90s, so that could be why I associate the 90s with cartoons, because I did be watching a lot of cartoons. But that's the first thing that comes to mind. So obviously I'm gonna do a dope ass look based on a cartoon from the 90s. And what better cartoon than the Rugrats? And if it's a twinning challenge, I think you can connect the dots from there.
I feel like this whole entire competition, like the whole entire reason I started doing this was to further my own drag and to further just like develop myself, and all that this competition has done is bring that down completely. I feel like I'm not being seen every week. I feel like the critiques time and time again are just like, I feel like Spring's critiques are valid, but like sometimes it just feels demeaning. It feels like I am not being seen through. It feels like every time I get a taste of being like in the top or something, it's like, oh, well, you could have done this, you could have done this, you could have done this. Priscilla Chambers told me I was talented. Priscilla Chambers told me I had star quality. So at the end of the day, none of what any of these judges or other queens say matters. And I beat Valentine. So I did what I came to do, and I fucking killed it. I deserved some fucking killer looks. I did a really good job, and nobody can fucking tell me that I didn't. And this whole entire, like, teen queen community is just kind of, like, I feel like I've been undermined. Like, I've been looked past. People don't give a shit about me. It just feels like I'm not being seen, and I just feel like my time here is over.
Hi, everyone. I'm back. So, this week is the partner challenge for the drag ball, and Miss Spring has invited me back. And she's paired me with the one and only Tianna Turbulence. Now, I think it's quite fitting that I was paired with Tianna because she is sort of the front runner. I mean, okay, 2 other people have won 2 challenges as well, but I have had my eye on Tianna since the Meet the Queens videos were released. So I think that I'm rooting for her. Let's talk about some of the other contestants and some of the other matches and pairs this week. I think everyone was matched pretty well this week. I'm not sure who picked him, if it was out of the list of contestants the judges wanted, or if Spring just picked him, but I think everyone was sort of matched evenly. Except there's one group that I might be a little worried about, and that is Valentine and Jensen. Just because their styles are so different, they look so different, so it's gonna be hard to make a sisterly look. We have such a cute concept this week. Tianna came up with it, and I think we really knocked it out of the park. We did what we wanted to do, and if Spring doesn't like it, then fuck you.
Oh, hi. I forgot.
Hey, it's me, Florida Be Extra, back for the drag ball once again for the Sister Challenge. Who would have thought you would see me on your cracked iPhones again? I certainly didn't. Yeah, I'm back. I'm doing much better. If you could remember last season, I wasn't doing so hot. But now I'm not so anxious anymore. I'm not as sad anymore. So that's really good. This week, it was the Sister Challenge, and I was brought back. I was paired up with my bestie, Mackenziee, my now bestie, and she was a fabulous partner. I couldn't ask for a better partner, even if I prayed to God, which I am God. And it was a lot of fun, and I wasn't anxious. Could you imagine? I'm taking these off. Hello, got a haircut, new color. It's black now. Hello.
This episode we are doing, the contestants, we're just along for the ride. They are doing makeovers in 90s, I think. So excited to get the invite back to be partnered with one of the current contestants. I did get Jensen, which I'm not mad about. Jensen's such a talented drag artist, and I'm so excited to work with him. If you do want to know, since my elimination, I did grow up a lot. My drag has definitely elevated. Unfortunately, I will not be doing All Stars. I got the invite, but decided to decline it until further notice, because I'm just taking a break from drag as a whole. But I am so excited to be here. I love the drag ball. I love Spring. So when I got this invite, I had to accept it.
All Stars, Ball Stars, Ball Stars. Here I am, bitch. Get ready for round 2. Oh, it's gonna be so hot and tasty. What do you mean this isn't All Stars? You're kidding. I've been blacklisted from another competition. Ugh. Bitch, get my lawyer. I have titties now. You're welcome. But anyways, this week I was paired with Thrash, which is incredible. Thrash is a hometown sister of mine. And we're both trans flag, trans pride, whatever that means, you know. But here I am, and I'm not here to stay. But I'm here to have a good time, and I'm here to help Thrash win a challenge. I don't really know what else to talk about. I haven't been up to much. I'm doing drag here and there, and in between. And just having a great time.
And for the last time, I will probably ever do this. If you don't include this spring, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, let's get on to the runway, ladies. Woo!
Look, niggas really wanna beat they chats for BANKS. These niggas be gorillas with a pancake flash. These niggas be vanilla, the chest be legitimate. They just want the pumper nickel sense and the villains with them. So since you vanilla men spin, come my hot fudge bitches get with your vanilla friends. Hey, I'm the licorice bitch, you know I'm looking for these niggas. If these niggas is rich, I make hits, motherfucker. Do you jiggle your dick when your bitch pop singing on the licorice hit, you know?
Can I get your right, sir? Can I be what you like? Yeah, I could be the right girl. Tell me if you like your lady in my color. Can I be your type? Yeah, I could be the right girl. Tell me if you like your lady in my color. Can I be your type? Yeah, I can set you right. Whoa, how are you tonight, sir? I'm living my life. Oh, hope you feel alright. Yeah.
Hey, I'm the licorice bitch. You know I'm looking for these niggas. If these niggas is rich, you got 50 colors in the blue eye too high. Wanna get the number, tell you 212 blind. Maybe we can slumber, we can whoa. You don't do yay, but if you want to, fine. My fantasy could get that pitch black, cause it's gonna erupt if you slip in betwixt that black snatch. You like the Zachary Black Cat, eliminating where your at mustache at. I bet you been extra gas. Bet you really wanna touch up on the last ass. Bet you really wanna take up on the kiss at today, cause the kiss ass your shade. You in the country with your bitch after 8. But I gotta dip, I gotta get that the cake. Let us go like to make in the dick, don't fuck up any skill like for banks. No issues, picking money over her hat, yeah, beige enough. She just wanna see the best thing, grease with some Jynah in the check these beats in the slang. He just wanna see the wet weave when I'm swimming in the West Indies. And the top and catch these greasy, but it could be rum auntie. These bitches know that I be on that black girl shit. That black girl pin up with that black girl dip. That black girl spin up on your whack girl tip. Ain't official till they pin up in that black girl kit. Pick out your mans in the track real quick. I'ma hit him with that venom in that rap girl hip. I flip out the dims on that black girl fit. Get that Remy and it didn't hit that black girl switch. Bitches let it tan for the summer and for the haters. Quit that chit chat and get your paper. Focus in them in the cherry melange, bitch. Verbatim when they speak about your face and the clams with the flavors. You get that instimulator. Take a look up on my genital, then sit the savor. Do your mans in this licorice interest the favor.
I could be the right girl. Tell me if you like your lady in my color. Can I be your type? Yeah, I can set you right. Whoa, how are you tonight, sir? I'm living my life. Oh, hope you feel alright. Yeah.
We are going to start critiques off with Marceline. So this week, I think you and Lapel look great. I really like the pageantry theme that you went with because pageants were in the prime in the 90s. You both look gorgeous. I love both of the dresses. Lapel, this is probably the best you've ever looked. Marceline, thank you for not wearing a two-piece.
Hi Marceline, hi Lapel. You looked amazing, your dresses fit you lovely, your hair and makeup looked amazing. However, is that really the best theme you guys could come up with together? I mean, the pageant sisters thing is cute, and pageant drag is beautiful. However, you didn't want to do anything more conceptual or, more creative. I've critiqued you before on simply being pretty and easy on the eyes, but I've said this for a lot of other people this late in the game. You really have to do more because it's getting too late in this competition to just be pulling the same pageanty safe looks.
So, Marceline, I think you both look good. I think you both have good hair. I think that your hair is, differing styles of poofy Marcel-ish waves. The concept is there. I feel like you put yourself first. Lapel is your sister who is in the pageant because you want her to get a participation award.
Next up is Tianna. So I really like the concept you went with this week. Very 90s. It's very on point to the original looks that they're based off of. You and Lydia both look amazing, and I feel like you did a really great job this week.
You guys were definitely one of my favorites this week. Who doesn't love a good Clueless callback? I know I do. I instantly knew what it was. Admittedly, it is a little bit of a safe concept because we have seen Clueless done on so many different platforms over so long. So, we've all seen it. You've seen it, I've seen it. But at the same time, it was something fun, and it was still pretty, and it was still on theme.
Tianna and Lydia. Oh my God. I saw these looks, and I love a good reference, and Clueless is a fantastic thing to do, especially Cher and Dion, two great friends, similar styles. You guys did the plaid. You guys look like supermodel. The only thing that really would have pushed it over the edge for me is if Tianna, if you were wearing a hat similar to Dion, that would really push this storyline further, but it's still fantastic.
Next up is No Vagina. You and Drew both look great this week. I like Drew's a little bit more. I like the pants a lot. Nova, on your look, on the bottom piece, on the back, it's white, and I wish that it was denim like the rest of the look. Other than that, you did a really good job. The looks are cohesive, the looks are 90s, and you look great.
I thought that you guys had a very safe submission this week. I want to see Nova come out, and I want to see you shock me. I want you to give me something that I will remember. It's too late in the game to not be going as hard as you can every single challenge, and you didn't go as hard as you could this week.
No Vagina. I think that this is a really clean look. I love the patterns. I love that you both have on the same pattern. I do like that they're different styles, but I do wish that the two styles met somewhere in the middle because I feel like one's very avant-garde and one's very street. And while those two can work together, I do wish that there was a little bit more cohesiveness in terms of style. But this is one of the cleanest looks. And if you made this, I need you to message me immediately because I need you. Good job overall.
Next up is Thrash. So you and Ultra both look amazing. I love both of your makeup this week. The outfits are a little too plain compared to some of the other looks. And Ultra, this was your critique on your season, so I feel like you should have stepped up and been like, maybe we should elevate the outfits a little bit more because that's what I got eliminated for. So I don't know, it's like a mixed bag for me. I like the look, I like the concept, love that you were skating. You both look gorgeous, but it's just whenever I look back on the runway, I found myself not really remembering yours.
Hi Thrash. I have to admit, you guys were on the lower end of my ranking this week. I think that there was a lot of different ways you could go with the roller girl theme. I'm a roller girl myself. I've been roller skating since I was in 3rd grade. Was trained how to skate by a derby skater. Love that shit. There wasn't any attitude. There wasn't any energy. There was just black and red eyeshadow, spiky wigs, and skates. You know, if you take the skates away, you wouldn't have any idea what it was supposed to be, aside from maybe the bandanas, which I could tell was Ultra's choice. But yeah, it was just pretty safe.
So Thrash,
First of all, you've been one of my favorites to watch throughout this entire season, so I was really excited to see what you were going to bring for makeovers. With that said, I do think that this is a little bit pedestrian. I do know that both people who were in the bottom two for the makeovers last season, myself included, were criticized for being pedestrian. And this borderlines pedestrian. I think the only thing that really saves it is that you two are together, so you guys are able to play off together and create like these characters. So I think that that's really good. Bonus points for you both looking good.
Next up is Jensen. I like the concept that you went with this week, and I know you had the partner situation which was out of your control, but the look just really isn't my favorite. I don't think that it's polished. It's really messy, which I'm the queen of messy, so it's not that big of a deal. But compared to everyone else's, it's just on the lower end.
I mean, you know, up until this week, I've had nothing negative to say, but Jensen, I couldn't watch that. Like, I couldn't look at your outfit. It physically caused me pain. Well, this late in the game, you really have to do more.
Jensen, what did surprise me was how you both were able to have the same exact top, and it's not really, it's not as polished, and I think that you're one of the most polished entertainers here. Also, you kind of lost me from like the abdomen down because it looks like your diaper was so full it just burst. There's no shape to it. The only shape is saggy.
And last but not least, we have Mackenziee. I absolutely loved you and Flo's look this week. I thought it was amazing. You guys looked just like Beanie Babies. I mean, it was a great concept, very 90s, very on theme, very different, very elevated, out of the box, and the most memorable look on the runway.
I mean, the second that I saw it, I knew that it was my vote to win. I mean, how could it not be? You guys dressed up as giant teddy bears. Like, that shit was awesome. The giant tags, the face paint, like, the makeup with it, it was all so perfect. It, obviously, A1. Like, you asked me what I wanted, and you gave it to me. I asked for different, out of the box, like a new silhouette. Checked off all three, baby. You fucking did it.
Mackenziee and Flo. First of all, you guys are the perfect pairing, especially when doing something so campy, so stupid. I know that both of you make clothes, so I think that you both made your own garments and they both look great. Your makeup is both cohesive. You guys are in two different colors, but still in the same silhouette, have the same accessories, have the same type of makeup. I have nothing bad to say. This is probably one of the best runway performances this week. You both should be very proud.
Gotta be honest, I'm pretty bored. Like, seriously, I thought this would be the most dramatic season of the drag ball yet, but here I am, expecting drama every week, but getting nothing in return. So you know what? Spice it up a little bit. Tell me which one of your competitors deserves to go home tonight, and tell me why.
The queen I'm choosing to send home is Jensen because she has the worst track record besides Marceline and myself. I'm not going to say Marceline. I owe no further explanation. I like Jensen. I think she's a beautiful competitor. I think she's great. I just want to say it's done with no malice.
Just putting it out there that if anybody said or my name or will say my name, like, it's fine. Like, we all have to do this, so it's like no hard feelings. And I hope that goes both ways for everybody. Based on the competition up to this point, I have to say that I think Marceline should go home. And I am saying this without seeing this week's runway, so this is based on everything except for this week's runway. What she does is extremely polished, and it's gorgeous every single time. Like, I don't think I've seen a look from her that I don't like. I haven't seen as much growth and, like, expansion on her brand.
Ooh, let's get spicy. Who do I think should go home? I was going to say Valentine, but she already left the competition, so I think the runner-up for this award is going to be Nova. Mainly because she doesn't have a win yet, and she's just been wearing bodysuit after bodysuit. And while they're all lovely and gorgeous and stunning bodysuits, I just think you need to bring more to a competition, and she hasn't done that this season.
The queen, I think, should be eliminated right now. It's Thrash. They're an amazing competitor, but it's their time to go. It's not their time to be eliminated.
Who do I think should go home this week is, what's that bitch name? I can't forget because she doesn't talk. Oh, Jensen.
I really don't know who should go home. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to say me, that I should go home. And I kind of agree with them on the sense because I couldn't get a damn partner to do their damn look.
Okay, I have made some decisions. Tianna, Marceline, and Jynah. You three are safe. Mackenziee, you are the winner of this challenge. Congratulations. Which sadly means that Jensen and Thrash, I'm sorry, but you are the bottom two this week. And the person moving on to the finale is Thrash. Jensen, I'm so sorry to see you go. You know you're one of my closest Judies in the drag community. I absolutely love and adore you and your drag. Life just got the better of you this week, and I'm really sorry to see you go. I can't wait to see more of you in the future, and you are an absolutely amazing artist. I love you. Next week is the finale. We are having the final ball, and then 3 queens are going to move on to the final lip sync. Are you Team Tianna, Team Nova, Team Marceline, Team Thrash, or Team Mackenziee?